Yeah!
Woo!
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to a little show we like to call
Roll with the Troll.
Roll with the fucking Troll. Today
we
we're
didn't
talking
do
about
that
Cobra Kai again. Well, that's what happens. It's a crazy show. We get out of control. Listen, we are back. We're talking about Cobra Kai. Season 5 is right around the corner. Some of you might know this.
Yeah.
Then again, if you're watching in the future, Season 5 has been out for a while. So listen, Robby is going to fight Miguel to the death in Season 5. I guarantee it.
You guarantee it?
I guarantee 100%. This will be, once again, another time for Miguel to be a complete asshole and to go after Robby and bully him. And I think that's what this season's going to be all about, is Miguel, Dark Miguel, bullying Robby. And I know that sounds funny because people tend to think that because, you know, Miguel had that little fall. Remember in Season 2, there was an episode, like an incident where Miguel had like a little fall from the...
a little one.
Yeah, and I think he hit his head or something, didn't he? He cut himself or something.
Well, I mean, he had a bruise.
Okay. Now, look, I know that was a lot of people look at that whole thing as Robby was the bad guy because he kicked Miguel off a balcony.
Right.
And someone in the comments was even saying, hey, Robby almost killed a child. But you're forgetting, Miguel started the fight, and Miguel was being just as aggressive towards Robby as Robby was being to Miguel. It wasn't a one-sided.
Could have happened the other way just as easily.
Easy, of course. It was a happenstance that Miguel's back was to the, to the stairs and to the fall.
Yeah.
If it was the other way around, it would have been the other way. What you have to remember is Miguel started that fight. Frankly, Robby's neck could have been broken when Miguel tackled Robby, which was an odd move, by the way. It was an odd opening move for two martial artists for Miguel to not like kick or punch or chop, but to just come flying and like grab him, It was very WWE.
It was very intense from the get-go.
Yeah, but so, I mean, Robby's defending himself against not just Miguel, but a lot of guys from Cobra Kai. And in the end, yeah, he kicked Miguel off a balcony, but it could have gone the other way in a fucking second.
Yes.
So in that case, you just have to defer to, well, who was defending themselves and who started it? Now, I know you're going to say, well, there was a moment where Miguel did say, hey, I'm sorry, I apologize. You can't apologize. Yeah, because you're on top. You're holding him down. I mean, he's got Robby's head against the ground, and he's like, I apologize. Let's just end it. It's fucking clever. You want to end it with you out of your fucking mind. You don't say, hey, let's just end the fight now that I've completely won and I've got you on the ground. No wonder Robby got so pissed that he got up and kicked him right off the fucking balcony.
Okay.
In fact, you know what Robby should have done?
What?
Once Miguel landed, Robby should have jumped off the balcony himself like a superhero and landed and crushed Miguel's head even more while he was laying there. Because Miguel, you got to remember, Miguel started this whole thing.
Well, okay, you go too far.
Well, Miguel went too far.
Troll.
Anyway, look, in Season 5, we're going to see it again. And we're going to see Dark Miguel. Because you can tell from the little bit we've seen in the trailers, Miguel's really fired up.
Yeah.
Like he confronts Robby. We only see a second of it, but he confronts Robby in that, like a parking lot or something.
He has that capacity. We've seen it before.
Yeah. Miguel gets really fired up. And now Robby's in a position where he's like, look, dude, I'm here with my dad. I came to help my dad find you and bring you home and keep you safe. So I'm here helping out, like a stepbrother. Even though, whatever.
I don't think Robby's going to present it that way.
I think in not so many words, he will.
Yeah, okay.
And then here's Miguel just picking on him. And then here's the problem, too. It's not like they just have problems in Mexico now, and then they get home, and in the ride home, they've sorted things out. Because
clearly, yeah.
We're seeing in the trailer, you guys saw this in the trailer, Miguel fights Robby right outside the apartment, right outside Carmen and Johnny's apartments.
Yeah.
So, and that's clearly not sparring because, like we said the other day, they do it right in front of the doors to the apartments. If they were going to just spar, or if they just said, hey, let's just see who the better fighter is or something, they would go away from the building, but they don't.
Yeah.
So you notice, too, and that this is interesting. While they're fighting, you can see there's the door to the stairs is right near where they're fighting. Seriously, I'm not making a joke.
Really?
Yeah. You can actually see they're
oh, God.
Someone kicked somebody right near the door to the stairs.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. But again, don't say boy. Robby's out of it. Robby's not picking a fight. Robby is just being a peaceful guy.
We don't know that. We haven't seen it.
No, come on. That's how it's been so far. Miguel's a shit starter. Remember in Season 1 when Johnny told Miguel, he said, kick this pansy bitch in the face. Talking about that kid.
At the tournament.
What was that kid's name? The former champ? Xander, right? And Miguel was more than happy. He's like, yes, sensei.
Yeah,
and then
he was looking forward to it.
He was like, You know what I mean? He was just all fired up. Miguel's being a little prick, man. I'm telling you, people like Miguel because they're overlooking all his flaws and all the times he's been the aggressor.
But you're saying they're going to fight to the death, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why to the death?
Or at least to the honking of the nose. It's going to be one or the other. I mean, the last time we saw a fight to the death in this universe, it ended up with the nose honking.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So, I mean, that's fine. Now, I'd imagine it ends very violently again for them. These kids are going to be going to jail pretty soon. Like, this is really bad. Robby did juvie last time.
Yeah.
But this is really getting to a point where, like, the cops are really going to get involved. These kids aren't that far from 18 years old anymore.
Right.
Like, the cops take this stuff pretty seriously once you turn 18.
Yeah.
Especially when one of you has been thrown off a fucking balcony.
Yeah, they're not going to play around anymore.
No, this is pretty serious. You know, here's a thought, too. They fight at the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Does Carmen meet Robby? Because they've never met. And I would not want to meet Carmen if I were Robby.
Yeah, they're going to have to meet pretty soon.
That's going to be an awkward meet.
And this fight that they're having at the apartment complex out in the courtyard between the two apartments, like, is Carmen not home? Is Johnny not home? I mean, there's windows. Nobody sees what's going on.
I don't think the guys care. I think they're so determined to kill each other at this point. You know, it's funny though. It's like we've never really seen one of them talking very much about the other. We've never seen them in a situation where one of them really has something big to say about like they really don't know each other.
No,
they were never friends before. They never went to school together. They went to school together
for half a day.
No, not even
an hour.
Not even an hour. No, it was like as soon as well, yeah, I guess it was an hour, right? It was 1 hour. And they didn't interact at all. They didn't see each other. I mean, that's what's an interesting thing about their rivalry, you know, is that it's made up of all these little pieces.
Yeah.
But it's really not, it's hard to really come up with an emotional, deep-seated thing because they only know these little bits about each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, they're kind of feuding over Johnny's love and Johnny's mentorship and his like fatherhood and such, but I mean, neither one of them really knows that it's not really ingrained in either one of them.
Yeah, it's almost intuitive.
That Johnny can't just be, you know, have room in his life for both of them, you know?
Right.
And the fighting over Sam, I don't know if they probably don't even care about Sam. At this point.
I think both of them are going to be like,
yeah.
You know?
At this point, it's like, you can have her. No. They're going to fight over who has to get stuck with Sam. Robby's,
there you go.
Miguel's going to be like, I'm done with her, so now she's yours. No. I'm not
taking her.
I said, is one uptight bitch. I don't want to be with her at all. Listen, man, someone's got to date her. Trying everything to put her off on somebody else.
Yeah.
Even Dimitri wouldn't want her at this point.
No, Dimitri's too smart for that.
For real. Hey, here's a thought. A lot of people are saying that in season 5, we will see their final fight, that they will truly be done fighting after season 5. Do you think that's...
I don't know about that. We'll see.
I kind of think
I wonder why people think that.
Well, I can see why. I mean, I don't know that I disagree. Think about it. They fought a lot in this series.
Yeah.
How many more seasons can you go where there's still enemies in a show that likes to make friends out of enemies? I mean, doesn't it just seem par for the course that at some point this needs to end?
Yeah, but then there are some rivalries that truly never end.
Yeah, like this will ever be over. Daniel to Johnny in season 1.
You're right up there.
I love that. With them, I could see it going either way. I could really see where the show just says, look, it's enough of this. They fought so many times. It's not interesting anymore. Mm-hmm. I could also see them making it more interesting by raising the stakes. Maybe they do really get to know each other in the way that I just described. Maybe they actually... You know, instead of just being a face who, you know, has dated your ex-girl and you know, the things they have that they're fighting over, what if they actually did get to know each other a little bit? What if they're like Johnny and Daniel, they go for drinks?
Yeah.
They got to drink like soda pops and shit.
Yeah.
They go for drinks, and then at the end of it, they're like, you know what? We still hate each other. We're going to fight right now. Let's go right in front of the apartment complex. So I don't know. Yeah. But I could see it either way. I could really see that the show wraps it up. And then maybe they're still sportsmanly and they still fight in the final tournament, but as friends, as if it's not like a hatred kind of thing.
Yeah.
Does that seem right?
It does. Yep. I think the only person who's going to be able to get them to put the rivalry and hatred aside is Johnny.
Yeah. Hey, you want to know another theory?
Yeah.
I've been thinking of this a lot. What if Johnny gets put in a Sophie's Choice kind of situation
Oh, wow.
in Mexico? I think that's what's going to do it.
Oh.
Because you remember they're at the club. We saw that little bit where they're at a club and Johnny and Robby have those FBI, the female body inspector shirts on. And I would imagine that there ends up being such a problematic situation where both boys are being hauled off somehow by somebody. I mean, we don't even see Miguel in that scene, but I'd imagine he ends up in it, that Johnny goes after one of them and not the other.
Oh, wow.
And now you've got a real problem.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Right? That's how I would write it. And I would imagine, since Miguel is going to be the aggressor again, that Johnny tries to save Robby. And now Miguel's really pissed that he's choosing Robby over him.
Wow.
Yeah. I gotta tell you,
mind blown.
Mind blown. I got to tell you, though, Miguel didn't seem in season 4 like he really was that into Johnny anymore. I think he was ready to trade him up for Daniel. You see, I could see Miguel sitting Johnny down and being like, listen, Sensei, it's been a great ride and all, but let's face it, Mr. LaRusso beat you all those years ago. He'd make a better Sensei. Plus, I'm banging his daughter. I mean,
stop.
Doesn't it just seem appropriate? That...
No, I know, but he was so broken up when Johnny said, I love you, Robby. Oh my gosh, that was just so well acted too. It broke my heart. So no, I don't think that he's done with Johnny at all.
Can I tell you, if I were Miguel, that wouldn't have fazed me at all.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't have even cared. That's why that scene was a little bit weird for me.
You want this man's love as a father figure so much, and then he completely just blows it out of the water by saying somebody else's name. Like,
no,
that wouldn't bother you?
I wouldn't. I don't like. First of all, Miguel doesn't want his love so much. He already has it. He knows that. Miguel.
I don't know that he knows.
No, come on. Miguel's very secure. Johnny's gone out of his way for Miguel. Johnny taught Miguel to walk again. Wouldn't leave his side.
Yeah.
And you could say that was out of guilt, I guess. But look, if anyone was blowing anybody off in season 4.
But Johnny's never said it. He's never verbalized it. You got to hear it sometimes.
No big fucking deal. Johnny's drunk out of it. Do you know how shit-faced Johnny is on a regular basis?
I do, yes. I watch.
He's very intoxicated at all times on that Coors banquet. And to just mess up a name isn't even a thing. I do that. I mean to say one person's... I did it in this video earlier. I called Miguel Robby myself. I did that. Miguel's not mad at me. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can, I don't think that a drunken Johnny at 2 o'clock in the morning after getting his head smashed in by Terry Silver can't just mistake one name for the other real quick. It's fine.
Yeah, but it broke Miguel's heart.
But what I'm saying is that's not the point. My point was it doesn't matter that if I were Miguel, I wouldn't have cared. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's you.
That's me.
That's not Miguel.
No, I didn't say I was Miguel. I'm saying if that was me, I wouldn't give a damn. It doesn't matter. And really, if anything, Miguel could spin it this way in his head, is that Johnny thinks of you so much as a son that he called you by his son's name. If anything, I'd be offended if I were Robby.
He's not going to spin it that way. I can guarantee.
That's the way I would look at it. I don't know. I have a very different way of rationalizing these things. All right. Anyway, guys, so listen. I think we've settled it. I think it's very clear. Miguel is trying to kill Robby in season 5. That's the premise of this season. Miguel is out for blood. And he's got like a dartboard with Robby's face on it and Robby's nutsack, and he's determined to murder this kid.
So stay tuned.
And I feel that's going too far.
Watch season 5 and see if Troll is correct.
Watch season 5. Listen, it will end with a nose honking. That would be the way that they shake hands.
I think you're probably right.
That wouldn't be bad. We don't have a nose honking yet.
Nope, we have not.
In Cobra Kai at all.
There's got to be one coming.
There's no catching flies with chopsticks yet.
Yeah.
And there's no nose honking whatsoever. And that's got to come up at some point.
It does.
Oh my God. Anyway, guys, listen, you made it this far. We're 14 minutes in. You clearly liked the video. So click like.
Hit the like button,
please. Subscribe and click bells and all that shit. So be part of the channel going forward. Most importantly, though, we do really want to, we like knowing our audience. So if you would, please comment. Let us know what you think. Who is a bigger aggressor? We talked about that. What do you think Miguel is going to be like in season 5? Is going to be out for blood with Robby? Hey, here's a twist. What if Miguel kicks Robby off a balcony?
How about it?
Yeah. Carmen and Johnny will be like, Miguel, Robby, it's only fair. Miguel gets to kick you off a balcony. And then, hopefully you survive. It's the only way to work this out.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks so much for being part of the channel. We appreciate everything.
Thanks.
Bye.